As mankind technologically advances more and more with every year, we are able to see how we benefit from it. Today we have cell phones, emails, and laptops that make our lives easier. We have cars, trains, and planes that can take us to wherever we need to go. With all of our advancements come a big responsibility and a great deal of risk. We are putting ourselves at risk by putting our whole lives out into the world. Every app we use, every database we encounter, they all hold pieces of our lives. Unfortunately, our personal information is becoming easier for hackers to access and exploit. It is reassuring to know, however, that awareness of these issues is on the rise. As technology continues to become more advanced, people will continue to learn how to exploit it. Hackers are online predators that pose great threats to others. They are known for stealing, changing, or destroying information and installing dangerous viruses onto other technologies. The unfortunate fact of the matter is that they are becoming more common. In 2016, about 4 billion records were stolen, each one costing the holder about $158. Unfortunately, cyber attacks are expected to continue to escalate. According to Pavlik, privacy issues have become increasingly important with the internet and digital media. Not only can websites track users in ways impossible with analog media, but they can insert code called a cookie onto computers and track users even after they have left that particular website. With the advancements in 2018, lattice-based cryptography will discourage even quantum-powered hackers. Lattices are complex algebraic structures that hide data. Not only does the difficulty in solving these math problems mean the protection of information, but it is also the gateway for another type of encryption called FHE, or fully homomorphic encryption. This would make calculations possible without exposing any of the data, which would expose it to hackers. Although quantum-safe technology is still years away, the start is at lattice-based cryptography. In the meantime, it is important for you to know ways hackers can harm you. One common method is through malware, which is short for malicious software. Malware is used to refer to any intrusive software that compromises the user's information without their consent. Examples of malware include viruses, worms, spyware, adware, and many other programs. The best ways to avoid malware are by making sure you are on a safe connection, logging out of websites after you have finished using them, creating strong passwords, and using firewall, antivirus, anti-malware technology on your computers. Another type of attack is known as social engineering. Social engineering is a type of attack that involves human interaction. Through this skill, the attacker is able to compromise or obtain information about an individual or an organization. Tactics for this approach can include manipulation, deception, and intimidation. The most common social engineering tactic is solicitation and bribery, which are used in about 74% of social engineering breaches. However, in another method, pretexting was used in about 44% of breaches. Pretexting is a method that involves obtaining an individual's personal information through false pretenses, which can include pretending to be someone they are not and often someone of authority. Through this method, the attacker can obtain information like an individual's social security information, bank information, and credit reports. Another common method within the branch of social engineering is counterfeiting, which accounts for about 16% of breaches. This method expands to include anything from websites to documents. For example, the creation of fake websites, driver's licenses, and birth certificates. Phishing accounts for about 11% of social engineering breaches. This method uses email or websites to obtain personal information by pretending to be a safe and authentic organization. According to the International Risk Management Institute, an attacker may send emails appearing to be from a reputable credit card company or financial institution that requests account information, often suggesting that there is a problem. By responding to emails like these, it gives hackers access to an individual's account and personal information. The most effective way to personally avoid social engineering and all of its breaches would be to make sure you know who you are speaking to and make sure that they are an authorized representative. It is extremely important to never hand out personal information to anyone who asks, especially someone who sounds suspicious. There are only so many steps that we can take to protect ourselves from being hacked. No matter what we do, our information is constantly at risk for being exploited. However, there are steps that we can take to lessen this threat and protect ourselves. However, according to a class reading, there are many who think that nothing can be done, that the irregulability of the internet is fixed, that there is nothing that we can do to change it, that it will so long as the internet remain unregulable space. I believe that this is only as true as we make it, and that we do have a hand to play on our own privacy. With every positive aspect of technology, there will also be a con, but if we educate ourselves, then we can protect ourselves.